undefeated, 3-0, fighting out of Team Cologne from Hobart, Indiana.
Scottie Sopko enters the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout is brought to you by Cornitos Tequila and Compass Arena. And is taking place at 160 pounds for 3 rounds. And introducing first, out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a record of 5 wins and 1 defeat. Stepping in the cage at 27 years of age and tipping the scales at 159.4 pounds. Representing St. Charles MMA from St. Charles, Missouri, Kody McGehee! And his opponent out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter with a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat. At 27 years of age, weighing in at 158.8 pounds, representing Team Cologne, fighting out of Crown Point, Indiana, Scottie Sopko! And your referee for the action is Rob Madrigal.
Yeah, Scottie Sopko in the black spandex with the orange trim, and Kody McGehee in the blue corner in the straight black spandex. Touch gloves by both fighters. McGehee took this fight last minute. Ooh, stiff jab by McGehee. Countered by Sopko. Left-right punch. Countered by Sopko. Sopko was just a standout wrestler. Decided to keep it on his feet. Very good chin. We've seen him fight a few times for Ignite.
Excellent shot. Oh. Looks like McGee's going for a guillotine off that shot. Doesn't quite have it under the neck, though. Good work by Sopko, getting his
back against the
side of the cage.
Turning. McGehee.
Sopko looking for that leg trip, trying to get his leg behind.
Pushing hard against the fence to Scottie Sopko. Separation of both fighters. And right back up against the fence, Sopko brings McGehee.
And that's smart by Sopko. It's a great position to have your opponent in. They come out very little offense from being pinned up against the cage, and you get more takedown options than they do.
McGee's within earshot of his corner. You see him looking over at Jeff Neal. Peyton Brzezinski as well.
McGehee doing a great job of circling off the cage and exchanging right away, wasting no time.
McGee's got that long length. Double jab and a right. Lands for McGehee. Sopko circling.
I'd like to see McGehee tuck his chin a little more. Great jab to the body by Sopko. Underutilized in MMA.
McGehee just tried to land a double jab right. Sopko timed it and countered with an overhand right, and we're back up against the fence with the takedown. McGehee is in his own corner, though.
Sopko going for that single leg. Great defense by McGehee.
Sopko's a wrestler that likes to stand and bang. He's one of those wrestlers that's in love with his stand-up. Got like a little new tool that they get to play with.
And it's great when you have that wrestling base, you can let your hands go when you're not afraid of that other person's takedown. A lot of hand fighting going on along against the cage. This may not look like much, but it's exciting if you're knowledgeable and know what they're doing here. It's a very intricate battle. Look at that.
McGehee back to his feet, stalking Sopko.
Nice job by McGehee patting down the hand. Very advanced boxing.
Look at the ears of McGehee. You'd swear he's a lifelong wrestler as well. He's got some decent hands. Peppering punches, you know, not real heavy with the power, but peppering. 2 knees followed by an uppercut. McGehee bouncing, center cage. Overhand right, misses by Sopko.
Nice calf kick by McGehee.
Yeah, you can't be taking too many of those. Sopko in with a nice jab, 10 seconds left.
McGehee changing stances and using that lead hook.
Yeah, McGehee is, you know, the counter to that is you just got to lead with your power hand.
Oh, indeed. Great round.
McGee's giving a lot of different looks, leading with both hands. Sopko should probably just lead with his power.
Very active first round from both fighters.
Kind of a hard first round to call. You know, in terms of dominant time, you got to lean towards Sopko, but in output,
I think McGehee landed a couple of the harder
I
punches.
think McGehee did those punches and bunches, but when he became rhythmic with it, when he was doing double jab right, Sopko picked up on that, and to McGee's credit, that's when they started changing it up.
Excellent first round from these guys. So far, Sopko has not been successful on those takedowns off the cage. If I was his corner, I'd be advising him to throw some knees in there, bank some damage to distract him, and then go for the single leg when he has the opportunity.
We're going to start round 2. We got Scottie Sopko in a black spandex with the orange trim on the other side. Touch your hands by McGehee. McGehee is in a straight almost underwear. Spandex, double jab again. McGehee is going back to what he knows best, and that's a peppering jab with an overhand right. McGehee is kind of almost giving a tell of an uppercut coming. In for a shot is Scottie Sopko.
Yeah, McGee's trying to threaten Sopko with that uppercut to dissuade him from shooting. It's not working so far. He hasn't landed one yet. He's showing it, but he's not throwing it. And right now they're pinned up against the cage, and this is not where you want to be if you're McGehee.
Yeah, Sopko's gonna have to finish those takedown attempts.
Enough in this hand position here, and the guy's knee. I was just gonna say that for Sopko having an opportunity to knee when he's against the cage, and McGehee throws one.
Sopko's got a big welt over his left eye.
Might be a cut.
There it is. Back to a double leg.
He's got the S grip. He's in deep. Oh, excellent job getting the underhook by McGehee and getting back to his height, getting those hands off of his waist. Now he's got to circle off the cage and keep that underhook. Good knee.
Scottie Sopko continuing to take time off the clock. We're about a minute 45 left in this second round.
Excellent job by both of these fighters. They have not stopped moving and attacking this whole time. They're not resting against this cage. They're working.
Sopko again trying for a single leg takedown.
Sopko went for a single leg. McGehee stuffs it. Now there's some knees by Sopko. This is a good spot for him to knee. Knee to the thigh, knee to the body. If he's not able to get that takedown, utilize his position to cause some damage. Back to the single leg.
Sopko back in for the single leg. He's not getting a lot of real estate with his takedown attempts.
McGee's doing a great job of keeping that whizzer on the right side arm of Sopko, so it's not letting him get to the single leg deep enough to get the body to be off balance.
Back in for a single leg takedown, stuffed by McGehee.
McGehee looking to get to the back.
McGehee is 11-2 in jiu-jitsu. He's a blue belt.
Yeah, there's some blood from the forehead of Sopko.
Yeah, right over the left eye. It was a little bit of a mouse. It looked like it may have popped. Again, pushing up against the fence is Sopko. Sopko has maintained cage dominance for the majority of this round. Left-right flurry by Sopko. And back in for a double leg of his own is McGehee. Easily stuffed by Sopko.
Yeah, I would say Sopko's got the wrestling advantage. McGee's had the striking advantage. That's where he'd want to keep it for right now. Good job with the knees to the body.
Well, you're Kody McGee's corner. You can't win the round on a cage. And they're right. You can't. This might be 1-1 going into this third and final round.
This is a hard one to judge. Sopko's had a lot of cage control, a lot of control time.
Even in the first round, too.
Yeah. But McGehee has landed some good shots. He's cut open the eye of Sopko, too.
Yeah, you got, like in the corner of Sopko, you've got Peyton Brzezinski, very intent on giving direction.
Neither fighter can afford to come out into this third round thinking they're ahead. They both got to come out aggressive. They both got to make a statement and even go for the finish. Yeah. This could be 1-1.
Yeah, in the corner of McGehee, you got Jake Roberts and Mike Rogers. Jake Roberts, they were having an actual conversation that was going back and forth. I think they see something that they're going to capitalize on. there was an exchange of information here. You could tell by the body language that both the corner and the fighters saw. And we're going to see if what that might be. Touch blows by both fighters. And round 3 begins. Double jab, just misses by McGehee. Pepper jab, counter right hook by Sopko. Sopko's getting touched by that jab of McGehee quite a bit. It's just more of an annoyance. It's not like it's a knockout thing.
Oh, another good calf kick by McGehee. Sopko goes down.
Yeah, Sopko didn't. He had like an awkward fall there too. Like those 2 calf kicks hurt.
McGehee loses head position and gets turned around, but they separate.
You see the welt on the left calf of Sopko again. It's a left calf. Sopko drops from it.
McGee's timing on that is fantastic. Look at that. 3 times he's been dropped by that.
Sopko's going to have to change his lead foot or change his movement.
And you can see on that shot, it did not have the intensity that the previous shots did. Those calf kicks are taking a toll.
You know, we talked about the conversation taking place in between the 2nd and 3rd round. Both saw it. I think we can safely say it was that calf kick.
Yeah.
Sopko again drives through, gets the double leg takedown. We've got a minute and a half left.
And he's got great position.
I'll tell you, digging down deep like that, especially with a compromised left leg, is incredibly impressive by Scottie Sopko.
Now McGee's using that knee shield to try and create some space, but Sopko's got great body positioning. His head is in the right spot. He's got a free arm that he's able to land some small shots to distract as he tries to pass that guard.
Whoever wins this round might win the fight. And if you look at McGee's positioning, he's away from the big screen. He's not going to be able to tell how much time is left on that clock. We're winding down to a minute 10 right now, and this Scottie Sopko is really turning it on. Scottie Sopko in the earshot of his own corner.
McGehee may be looking for a Kimura on that far side for a sweep. Hard to tell with the angle here.
Popping out of Sopko. McGehee just didn't have the position. McGehee, he's going to have to take a chance and a risk to get out of this bottom position because he's got 40 seconds left. And Sopko's stealing this round.
100%. He's got to go. McGee's got to make something happen here. He's got to stop playing half guard. He's got to go and be aggressive. He's got to get to his feet and take that risk of a choke, or he's got to go for broke and go for a submission here.
McGehee he's going to have to do something different. There's 22 seconds left. And Sopko holding on, continuing to blanket Kody McGehee. Kody McGehee is 5-1. Sopko's actually 3-1. Pepper and punches by Sopko. In all honesty, in the entire Midwest, these are the top 2 seeds. McGehee being active on the bottom but not willing to give up his position, and that closes out the fight. I'm thinking Sopko may have won a round that he was clearly compromised on.
And that was an excellent adjustment that McGehee in his corner made by switching it up to go for that low calf kick, and it was paying dividends. And then Sopko was able to change it up, get that takedown, get that double, keep him pinned up against the cage in half guard. It's not the best position to finish from, but when you're looking to win rounds to win the fight, that's a smart move by that fighter.
Eric, when you've got 2 people refusing to give up position, just absolutely denying themselves like a loss in a fight, sometimes that's what it is. It's just who can steal the most time on top.
Yeah.
And both these guys, I mean, hats off to both of them. Clearly, both of these guys are incredibly talented.
Oh, yes. That was it's a treat to watch this cage side, to see these 2 top prospects, the futures of MMA, going at it and that back and forth, seeing them make those adjustments, showing that high-level fight IQ is fantastic. So everybody tuning into Ignite Fights right now, you've got a real treat from these 2 top prospects in the Midwest. Great performance. I got to say, both fighters put on a great show tonight, but I think Sopko comes out with the edge here by taking that last round. Great back and forth, and the great camaraderie between the 2 fighters, congratulating each other, talking to each other. That's one of the things I love the most about this sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge number 1 scores the bout 30 to 27. Judge number 2 scores the bout 28-29. And judge number 3 scores the bout 29-28. Your winner by split decision, out of the blue corner, Kody McGehee.
You know what? Before I talk to the winner, Scottie Sopko, your leg looked compromised going into that third round, but you muscled through it. In a lot of people's opinion, including one judge, you may have won it. What are your feelings about the fight in general?
After watching again, I thought I won, but clearly I didn't do enough. I'm not going to beat myself up too much. I appreciate Buddy here for taking the fight on a week notice. Me and my team were confident that I won, but it's not the end of the world. I've gotten a lot better, got a long way to go. Representing Trey here.
And Trey Lawson, your teammate, no longer with us, our former champion. What are your thoughts about representing your teammate the way you did in this bout?
I believe he's proud. I'm sure he'd give me a big hug if he was here. I miss him dearly. It's pretty cool to fight the same cage that he did before. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to beat myself up. I've gotten a lot better, and I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scottie Sopko, and now for your winner, Kody. Big victory for you. You took this fight on Monday, and you get your hand raised today victorious. How does this feel?
Feels really good. It was definitely a close fight. He was good. Yelled against the cage. I just had to make sure that in my opportunities to score the points, I scored and I did more damage. And I think that's what did it.
You don't mention wrestling, but your ears kind of give it away. But he had a lot of difficulty getting those takedowns in the beginning parts of the contest.
And that's the St. Charles MMA for you. We do a lot of all stuff. I work with a lot of wrestlers. I never wrestled in my life. So all this is just all my grind and Shake Roberts, all our coaches at St. Charles MMA. It's the best gym in the Midwest. We'll go person for person with anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner!
So I
got a 155 title fight coming up here tonight, so whenever, after that one, whenever they're ready, if I got to get one more, let's get one more, and then I'm going for that title, so let's go.
Right on, guys.
Kody McGehee getting his hand raised. I had that fight for Sopko, but I'm not mad at all about that decision.